Dum, dum, dum. Is the mic working? It looks like it's working. Good. Let's see. Hi, Lunatic. Let me check Spotify. Whee! How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Around 3 minutes at break. Hello, hope you're doing good. Hi Medina, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good too. Apparently Medina got in just as I clicked the add break time. Yes, it's no longer my birthday. This is the day after. I was actually thinking about not streaming on Sunday and streaming on Monday. Thank you for the pet, Lunatic. Oh, you're already out of jail? That's good, that's good, that's good. Yeah, it is gonna play ads because I clicked on the play ad that disables the starter ad kind of thing. Yeah. I forgot to press these. Theoretically, I'm supposed to press them every 1 hour. But at the same time, I've been trying to disable the auto ads. I'm not entirely sure if I made it or not. Because like the revenue for ads is like minimal. I'd only start to get any actual money from ads if like it's like over 100 viewers, I think, and even then it's like a pittance. So I try to keep the ads for like the ads that are necessary for ads not to happen, if that makes sense. Theoretically, the best way to do that is to set the ads to like not autoplay, but there is you can do it manually for 1 hour. But yeah, when you make a preview breaker, get something in an ad break, so yeah, that is true. That is true. And disables the ads for like a minute. Anyways, let's get started. Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? Oops, I still got my helmet on. A sec. What? Ow. Good thing I had my helmet on. Hello, Atro Gamers. How you doing? Hello. Hope you're doing good today. Let me put it here. Being confident if you're doing well. That is good. That's good. Hippiness is fine. Hope you're all doing good today. Hello, everyone. So yeah, today. How are you? Was your birthday night? It was a very chill birthday. We went out to eat, right? I went to eat with Momochi and my mom. She's been needing to get out of the house, so it's always nice. We went, there is this very nice restaurant in our mall that sells seafood. Very yummy. Okay, so we're not really doing this frame here. So first things first. And I'm a maid now. Also, my pasta did cook a BRB. Alright, Medina. Alright, Medina. So, I had like a really good meal, actually. The meal that I had. Alright, what's the plan now? So, regular weekdays, we continue working on pixel art, and over the weekends, I am gonna finish Mega Man 4, Mega Man 04. Then, if I happen to finish, I think I'm at the last stage on Mega Man 0. I don't remember. I'm gonna boot the game up, farm the items that are missing, so I don't miss like the important chips or anything like that. And if we happen to finish it on stream early, could happen, right? If we happen to finish on stream early, and what did I do? What? That is not what I meant to do. Ah, that's fine. Okay. There we go. If I happen to finish on stream early, I might try to play Mega Man 6 till the end. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I remember Mega Man 6 is a rather short game, so we could jam them together. We could jam them together, and then on the VODs I separate them into 2 different VODs, should be fine. And after that, I have no idea. We could just keep going, since I opened the Pandora box of classic Mega Man games. We could go and start playing Mega Man 7 on the weekend, Mega Man 7 and 8 on the weekends, the classic Mega Man games, and then start Mega Man X. Could be fun. Could be pretty fun. The good thing about these games is that there's so many of them. I'm back, put some pasta up in this bitch. Nice, Medina, nice. I still heard the last part. More Mega Man is fun. Ah, I'm glad you're liking it. I really like these games. I feel like it's being almost overdue since I'm playing. So, I am drawing Whiskey. We're doing the Speakeasy commission. We're adding more peeps. More peeps here, right? So right now I am taking care of making the prep sprites. I am glad. Like, I feel like I have been running in circles a little bit with the channel, as in what's a good idea for what to play, get identity and stuff like that, and playing retro games, I think, has been really fun because it ties well. So it ties really well with the pixel art we make here. Identity, IDs, ego, sorta. So yeah, I am having just a blast. By the way, chat, by the way, Momochi gave me a beautiful gift. I wanna know if you guys are interested into seeing this. Momochi gave me a gift that I've been looking forward for a while now. She gave me the Made Eco, TD Eco. Yes, she gave me her butt. No, I'm not showing her butt to you, chat. I'm not showing her butt to you, chat. Yo. Hmm? Oh, different layer. Okay. There you go. Finally, Leots. No. But yeah. I got the Mega Man, not Mega Man. I got Yu-Gi-Oh! Anthology game collection that they released for the Switch. Momochi gave it to me. It has one of the best, bizarrest games that were ever done for Mega Man. For Yu-Gi-Oh! I still got Mega Man on my mind. I've been playing too much Mega Man, 16 hours, too much. I made a small Mega Man cake after stream last time. Unfortunately, couldn't share any to show you. Oh, that's great, Retro Gamers. It has Yu-Gi-Oh! Dice and Dungeons. Was it Dice and Dungeons or Dice and Monsters? Either way. It's that loopy Yu-Gi-Oh! Spin-off that they play in that one episode with Duke Devlin. Which is, I think, the most convoluted game ever birthed by mankind. And I think it's pretty awesome. But I'm a wolf too. Yeah, we gotta have some cool celebrate Fox Ninja's birthday. That's such a Kiba coded present. And also it has something pretty awesome. It has both Yu-Gi-Oh! RPGs for the that were released, I believe, for the DS. I wanna say it was either the DS or Game Boy Advance. I think it was Game Boy Advance now that I think about it. And those games are also extremely interesting because they decided, fuck the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, we're gonna make an entirely new card game system for our RPG game. So the game has a system where all the cards have different effects. They have a weakness resistant system based on card element, where certain card types will straight up insta-kill each other. And it even has a deck building restriction based on your level. Each card is worth certain amount of points. So you can't just shove in 3 blue eyes in your deck and call it a day. You have to play the shitty cards too. So they made Yu-Gi-Oh! Much good. Kinda. It has a lot more nuance to it. Which is honestly more work than they had to do. Because the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Games is that they come with promotional cards, right? And back in the day, they didn't just make promotional. They didn't just put like, I don't know, a Dark Magician that was special edition and call it a day. They would actually print unique playable cards for these games. So, kinda, in order to have a playset of certain cards, you had to buy 3 copies of any Yu-Gi-Oh game, or find people who are willing to part with their copies of the cards, because it would only come with 1 copy of the card. They were very stingy. They were very stingy. So, more or less, it was guaranteed that they would sell the game. Even though, now that I think about it, some of the cards were kind of shit. Hello, Vinicton, welcome to the stream. So, you're probably looking at this and you're like, what the hell is this? This is a sketch. This is an animation sketch. Basically, I am trying to figure out the movement first, and then I'll fill in the details. So I just make a silhouette of what's going to happen. I like formats that mess things up, like Pauper and MTG. Pauper is very interesting. Unfortunately, the minute it got popular, it stopped being Pauper because the decks got expensive. Although Pauper does have an issue, I do think, as a format, I do take one issue with Pauper. And that is the fact that the original printing of the card counts for its rarity. And that is kind of a thing that makes a format that is pretty much the idea was to make it accessible, becomes less accessible because there are cards that were common that ended up getting reprinted as rares in newer sets. So they're not really inexpensive anymore. Not perfect, but approachable. True, true, true. I think the Delve deck, the Deluge deck, I think it was the name, the card gotten really expensive, right? Okay, now let's test if this looks like Whiskey Scrolling. Okay, so few issues we have here. First things first, I forgot to animate this. One of formats are more interesting than standard, like Commander. That is fair, that is fair. Looks crawly, but I think this feels a little bit more like punching. But we can expand on it. For example, yes, but there's also a boring meta. True, true, true. Unfortunately, a meta comes with every card game format, unfortunately. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. The problem isn't even the meta. There is a specific term for that. It's called solved meta. The real issue is the solved meta. Like, the truth of the matter is, as players, the thing that is most interesting to us is when the meta hasn't been solved. Because that means that anything could work in theory. Anything could work in theory. This is the moment where, in the card game, where it's the most interesting. Like, it's a new expansion, it's a new format. Why do we even keep adding new cards to the game? Do we really need them? And the answer is both yes and no simultaneously. The issue in the lane MTG is the matchmaking. It plays no matter jank decks. They want to be paired no matter jank decks as well. That is true. That is true. I think, sometimes I do think that's intentional too. Because it's one way to, like, create the necessity for getting new cards, right? Because it's like, oh, your deck is not that good? Well, if only you had invested a little bit more on cards, then maybe you wouldn't have so much trouble beating your opponents. Maybe you should buy a booster or two. Although they don't actually do it. Like, I've seen some videos of scummier free-to-play games where, like, the second anything goes wrong your way, there's like a pop-up that's like, hey, would you like to spend money to start winning? This worked so well on me, I stopped playing and spending money. Like I said, they are trying to create the necessity. It works on some people, it doesn't work on others. And it is a little bit predatory because it is trying to find its target audience, which is the people this would work on. Dude, I found this channel, right, where this dude will do a challenge run on terrible mobile games, where he is forced to spend money every time he meets a pop-up. He has to simulate the perfect whale experience. He has to be the gamer that every mobile game wants to have playing their game. And see how much money they are trying to get off him. It was entertaining, though it's such a waste at the same time. It is amazingly awful. It absolutely is. It do be like that. It do. Okay. So I do think. And yeah, and there are things that that mobile games will do that I didn't even know they would do that, because I don't play them often. I stick with very safe Limbus Company. Like, Limbus Company is such a safe environment compared to what they're doing in these things. It is such a nice guy game, especially by comparison. It is surprisingly ethical. Did you know that there are plenty of gachas that will take that moment where you rolled a brand new character and you're happy because you have a new powerful character added to your roster, and we'll try to use that moment of happiness to try to sell you stuff? I was like, wow, the pools are not sacred. If the pools are not sacred, nothing is sacred. I was like, what the heck? This is a thing? You pull the rare character and they immediately try to sell you a booster pack, a booster set that has the character shards to power him up immediately. In Tacticus, after you pull one, you get immediately offered to advance character. Tacticus was one of the games. Tacticus was one of the games he played. God, he spent so much money on that. Money was flying off the window when he played that one. Tacticus is fun and free to play, but yeah, it sucks monetary-wise. Yeah, I can see. I can see. It's definitely mean to do that, I think. It feels so mean. Like every character. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, so there are 2 RPGs. There is the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeons and Dice Monsters. Which is, I swear, it's really funny. It's really funny. And I remember actually having a solid time playing it. And they also have one that I never played, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster, which was a game they were trying to promote so badly, they even made a complete spin-off series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Based entire on the concept of capsule monsters. And I never played it before, so it would be like a fun experience with trying to see what it's like, you know? So I am planning on maybe using it for streams at one point. We could also do the Soviet Damage Challenge run. Because there is one that's more, there is one Yu-Gi-Oh game that's a more, say, simulator-ish of the game, of an older format. And that game got famous on the wild unknown forums of Pojo, which was an old forum for Yu-Gi-Oh! That was like the biggest one around, I believe. Where the more competitive players would discuss deck builds, and I used to lurk there all the time. And there was a bug in the game. There was a glitch in the game where you could cause the game to have a meltdown. And the screen would flash red if you dealt damage that was fractured enough that the game couldn't recognize it anymore. Yeah, but for some reason, it wasn't like the screen flashed red. The screen became completely red. It would completely destroy the game, basically. I wonder if that's still there, and people would actually make deck recipes to trigger the bug. It was called the Soviet Damage deck. Because the screen flashed red, I guess. I don't know. $20? You mean the price of Skill Song? Mid plus Kiba equal Maiba? Wah? Hey, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good today. Hello. But man, I gotta say, I thought after the stream ended, we streamed for so long on Sunday. Peak plus Kiba equals Yo Wolfie. Yay! What are we doing today? Right now, we're doing pixel art. I'm doing isometric pixel art. I'm trying to make a man crawl isometrically. I am trying to isometrically make a man crawl. Well, technically a fox. So let's... Hear me out, the man is not crawling, but very drunk and desperately holding himself onto earth so that he does not fall off. Well... not this time, at least. There we go. My god, that is a good crawling animation. This one's gonna take a while to animate. I might have made it too detailed. Oh well. I think it's gonna add to the fun of it, though. I think it's gonna add to the fun of it. Alright, so let me grab... Okay, hear me out. Kiba looks like Zamazenta, Pokemon Shield. Zamazenta? Zamazenta? Oh, the legendary. Oh, so I do look like a wolf. Good. Zamazenta with Poopa. I'm gonna make a giant shield and shield my booba from you. That's exactly what I see. What? Hold up. Behold! Friendship is cute. Kiba is badass. Hey! I'm badass. Are you sure you wanna say this right now? Hi Kai, welcome to the stream. Thank you. Thank you very much. Had a job interview today. Oh, how did it go? Hope everything went well. Sheep could technically be a type. Fluffy type. Wool type. Yeah, but where can I buy those bras? There will be available soon on my Etsy page. Oh crap. Oh god, give me your entire stock. Not Etsy. I never actually went to Etsy, but I hear it has a very interesting reputation. I think, I'm not entirely sure. I think I saw a video of a comedian who bought a bunch of crap on Etsy. And yeah, it was literally a bunch of crap. I think he found like some... I don't know what to call them, kind of like retro nostalgia stuff, basically. So he was opening them and it was a bunch of plastic. Etsy's a new wish, same as Temu. Yeah, who invented Temu? Did someone say retro? It was kind of like 90s stuff. You know, like 90s kids, remember this. What? Oh no, hold up. I think I'm gonna have to take these off. These are this is starting to look a little bit too yabai. These are actually starting to look a little bit yabai. Wait, this is just the bra fits Ghetto mode better. It makes me look like I'm not wearing anything but the bra. That is a little bit too sus. That is a little bit too sus. There we go. But good one. Good one. Good to see you protect the most important parts of your body. Which finally gonna attack Kiba. He does that. If he does that. Honestly, the other day I found, I think I told this already, but the other day I found on, I don't remember if it was on social medias, someone actually made a guide on how to not get banned on Twitch because of your model. And apparently, I am like barely safe. I am safe, but by very little. I didn't know I was stretching the limits, but apparently I am. There's still a helmet on your tie. This is on my lap. I put the helmet on my lap. There we go. Someone on YouTube stretching the YouTube limit really bad, Lamo. All the time, all the time. There's always someone. Stretching the limits, that's what she said. That sounds painful. That sounds a little bit painful, Yui. Stretching to the limit. Da 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 da. Never mind. Okay. Wish someone would stretch me for real. Woman this case 112 in UK. Don't understand how long 12 inches is. Really, she told me. Wow, that's really long without stretching. I mean, that's how you separate the people who, you know, actually done it from the people who are mostly taking body anatomy lessons from prom. Although there is one thing that I heard a long time ago that seems to be somewhat valid, that is kind of like, how do I put it? So a wise man once said that women are not really good at measuring male genitalia. Which good reason? I'm pretty sure. Like, if you ask me, thank you for the hydrate, Kai. I'm pretty sure a date that starts with the girl getting her measure tape out and going, okay, before we go anywhere, let me measure your thing. Don't really go that far. Same for foreplay. I don't think picking up the measure tape is like amazing foreplay, you know? I have a new way to check how popular VTubers are. It is to see if they have any AI chatbot apps. Ah, yeah. It does not matter in the end if they are not in the top 1 big percentage now. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Oh no! I think we can ask them to be removed. Hey, I said not really good at measuring peepees. I hope I finished the sentence at least. I'm sure I finished it in my head. Yeah, but those sites love trying to take her art. Like the Silver Veil model has appeared so many times in those things. You said not good at measuring male genitalia. Which is the same? Which is the same? Okay. But yeah. So because of that, a number of men have taken the opportunity to brag about their own size. So a woman expecting a, I don't know, 5.8, 5.9 inches, I don't know how inches works, PP, thinks she's actually seeing a 7 inches PP, essentially. Honestly, this is weird, but my partner says most women don't even know how big 3 inches is. Yeah. A lot of men take the opportunity to lie about their size because of that. A lot of men don't take the opportunity. I mean, I don't know how big 3 inches is, but that's because I'm Brazilian. I measure in centimeters. I think. I keep having to look up my own height whenever the conversation arises too. Five inches will ducking kill a woman. It's still very uncomfortable. Ugh. Guys, please use real measurements. The freedom units are hard to figure out. Yeah, but how do you know that? Would you believe if I said that I actually learned that in school? Yeah, but if you want the bots taken down, I can look through some apps and screenshots, nonetheless bots for you to get them taken down. Actually, that would probably be good. Maybe you can send me the site links later, then I'll talk about it. Then I'll tell Nano, right? She probably wants those taken down if she's not aware that they exist. I can talk to Miu. Miu is usually the one who takes care of that, now that I think about it. So she doesn't have to get too worked up about it. I still remember there was this one time where a Mexican site, out of all random things, was selling her art without her consent. Was like selling art galleries. They were straight up ripping off. Hey Aska, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? If you ask for them to take out, most of them actually will, interestingly enough. I don't know how they managed to do this, but they operate on if you don't complain, you consent, which is creepy AF, but tech bros are creepy AF, so there you go. God, I hope I don't ever appear in one of those websites. My uncle, he's a doctor. He taught me a lot about medical stuff when I was a kid, and when I was around 16 years old, he taught me about childbirth and stuff that comes along with it. So yeah, complete believe you when you say you learn it. Holy shit, that's still long. Brazil school's just different. 3 inches is 7.62 centimeters. Tech Bros definition of consent is not the best. It really isn't. It really isn't. Like, good God. But yeah. So my biology classes were pretty extensive, especially considering it was a Catholic school. But it wasn't too hardcore of a Catholic school. Ah. You hit me again! Oh my gosh. Am I getting rusty? We are sharing sizes? Eh? I'm not. I always need 2 shurikens. If you guys will share sizes, please do make sure to tell Twitch that it's just for learning purposes. Try this centimeters. Don't worry, Momochi, we know your height. I'm gonna pay for that later. I'm gonna pay for that later. Perfect height for a Wooloo. Shato, he suffered for our enjoyment. So far, it's not that bad from the sites I'm checking. That is good. That is good. Man, the price of fame keeps changing every day, huh? Good God. There we go. Kiba, want me to send it to Dan or to you or Momochi because you're streaming? You can send it to me later. You can send it to me. If you want to send it right now, you can. I'll check it later, okay, Kai? Also, how I do want to ask how sussy these sites are. Like, I'm not gonna get a virus clicking on them, right? Nah. There we go. Do you have ad blocker? No. Ah, app apps on Play Store. Okay, good, good. I'm not entirely sure. The Play Store is safer. You can't actually install viruses on your PC from the Play on your not your PC, your cell phone from the Play Store. As far as I know. Nah, because if you could, the place would be impossible to function. That actually reminds me, Momochi once almost got a virus from a game she bought on Steam. We're still not sure how that happened. It was a Supersonic game too. Okay. So... like this. Like this, there we go. Now all I gotta do is do the edit. And that's just the difference. And before we know it, we get the animation in order. But yeah. Let's see. By the way, chat, here's a really fun fact. Did you know you can check your country's average size on Google? Did you know that that's a thing you can do? Thank you, Kai. Someone cataloged that information for your knowledge. Yes, I did that. It was weird. Yeah, educational, exactly. Thank you for the pet, Kai. Wow. The Crawly boy looks amazingly cute, by the way. Thank you, Medina. Oh, stretch. Okay. Honestly, I am surprised. I thought I would be completely destroyed after the stream. Because, you know, Sunday stream wasn't like something I'm used to doing, right? I don't stream that long. Usually my streams are like 4 hours at best. but I was fine. I was fine. I had so much fun. I had so much fun doing that stream. Now, I wasn't fine per se, but I was like functional. I am glad. I am glad. I'm glad everyone had fun with it. Like that's the best part. When you think about doing something, you plan for it hard and you see that everyone's enjoying themselves. That is really cool. That is really cool. Makes it worth it, you know? It's great to hear the whole event was a success and everyone enjoyed it. Yeah, I was really glad. I've been enjoying playing retro games a lot on stream. Also, I heard the other day I raided Sharky, and he said he was enjoying the Mega Man strings too. So like I was so glad to hear that. There we go. But okay, let's see. Rolling in my bar. My booze will not heal. Okay, gotta do some other stuff again, but see you all probably later. Alright, Medina, have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. Bye-bye. Okay, so here. See ya. Do we do? Alright, Kai, have a good one. Bye-bye. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Oh, using the extra layer to do this is so much better. It's so much easier. But also, you know what a big issue with the measurements, with the whole PP measurement argument that I don't quite get it? I am not sure at all. The PP has variable sizes, so without specifying when you should measure the PP, are the measurements really... do the measurements really mean anything? Yeah, no. There we go. I don't think I should move on from that topic now, though. Let's just move on from that. Let's see, what should we talk about? I settled for what animes I am watching this season. There are animes I'm gonna watch this season later. But for now, I have the animes that I'm going to watch weekly. The topic has gone soft. It has gone limp. It has gone limp. So chat, what anime are you guys watching this season? What anime are you guys watching this season? Personally, I am watching Gachikuta, Panty Stalking, Clevatas, and there was another one. What was the name of the other one? No, I think those are the ones. If there's another one that I forgot, I'll remember it later. But yeah, these are my top good animes to watch of the season for me. Oh yeah, Dun 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 Season 2, obviously. Obviously. I watched only the Twink Angel episode of Panty and Stalking. That is fair, that is fair. Panty and Stalking, oh my god. The episode this season actually unearthed Hellcop. And I was like, this is so old. Are we really doing this? Are we really unearthing Hellcop? And yes, English dub is fun. I heard the English dub, their voice is much softer than in the Japanese. I haven't heard it yet. A lot of people are praising their voice in English more. The boy's voice in English more. More ASMR-esque, I guess. Chat, what do you guys think is an attractive voice? I mean, the jokes hit better in English for me in this show. That is fair, that is fair, that is fair. It does have like a bunch of stuff that works better if you understand the language, right? Some of the episodes feel very random nonsense low, but I enjoy it. Particularly, I enjoy the art a lot of Panty Stalking. I think it's one of my favorite aspects of the show is the art. I remember watching season 1 like 7 years ago. And the anime literally starts where season 1 stopped. It literally starts there. It's impressive with how committed they were to that. Oh yeah, Yui, there's also a Yu-Gi-Oh episode. There is also a Yu-Gi-Oh episode. That's also Magic the Gathering. Yeah, there's one episode where Panty has to go to jail for crimes against humanity and she has to pay a enormous fine. And the only way she can afford to pay the fine is if she finds an extremely rare card for Uncle the Gathering. And there is a person who has the card, but the person will only relinquish the card if she can beat them in a duel. Card game satire, hilarity ensues. But like, let's be real, Pantheon Stock is the OG shit post anime. I will watch the rest of the episodes. I was waiting the season to end and watch the now, but the Twin Angels forced in my hand. That is fair. That is very valid too. That is very valid too. Card games are always funny. They are. They are. Card games are funny. Card game community are funny too. I saw apparently the Yu-Gi-Oh community has gone through some interestingly wild shit. I accidentally discovered a Yugi-tuber drama the other day. Apparently, a guy decided to make a review of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and saying, "Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game, but the gacha mechanics are bad, and the game is dwindling." And apparently, he sparked like a whole controversy in the Duel Links content creator community, if you can believe it. And it was just, what is happening? I found it interesting. Especially because apparently there is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creator that wears like a really badass Reaper mask. And I was like, who are you? Where did you came from? Huh? I haven't played Duel Links in forever. Apparently, it's gone pretty crazy. Like most Yu-Gi-Oh! Property, it's gone pretty cray-cray. I'm not a fan of Duel Links. Yeah, honestly, when it was like the only way to play electronic Yu-Gi-Oh! I liked it more because it was the only way to play electronic Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels is fun until you play rank. Yeah, that is... it's just... That's just online card games though. That is just online card games though. When you get to the tryharding, it's something. It's something. I am trying to farm gems in the game for when the Cups Yummy Overlords drop by. Because when they come, I'm gonna build the deck, and I'm gonna be like, okay, Momochi, here, you can finally satisfy your curiosity of playing with these freakers. You can finally see what they actually do. Apparently their playstyle is kind of fun, actually. So I don't mind logging in once in a while to farm gems for events and stuff like that. The good thing, the best thing about Master Duo is that at least, right? The game doesn't force you to log in every single day at a huge detriment of account progression. It's much chiller than Dual Links is. It's much chiller than Dual Links is. And also doesn't have 1,000 ads popping up when you load the game. God, Dual Links is so bad in that regard. If I download Dual Links now and enter in my account, I am gonna get my senses assaulted by so many pop-ups. It will be just so many pop-ups. So many ads. It's not even funny. It is kind of funny, but it's not even funny. Not even Kaiba Corpse ads. I know. Just ads. Here's a character event that you don't care about. It's even worse if like you are there just for like, I don't know. If you're there just for Rush Duel, you get a bunch of Speed Duel related content thrown in your face when you log in and you're like, but I want to know about the Rush Duel. And if you're there just for the Speed Duel, you get a bunch of Rush Duel content thrown into your face too. I really wish they had made a separate game for Rush Duel. I really, really wish they would have done that. But they knew if they did, then Duel Links would truly be devastated. If anything, they probably were afraid of Duel Links just not having a reason to exist. And I think they might have a point. I remember Duel Links was so pushed when it came out. That even the cartoon used the format, right? Yeah, makes sense as a business, but then sucks as a consumer. Yeah. That is like everything, right? Yeah, it makes sense as a business, but it's also at the consumer's experience detriment. Everything is a little bit like that nowadays. Like God, I have Amazon Prime, I pray for Amazon Prime. I'm getting ads. Not a whole lot of ads, but I'm getting ads. Like I was... Like, what the fuck? Apparently there's a premium plan? I don't know. I really wish that wasn't a thing. I really wish that wasn't a thing. We don't talk about preview. The premiuming. Okay, there we go. We got our beautiful crawling animation. So now, let me add a new layer. Let me transfer these to the new layer. And let's merge the new layer. There we go. Ta-da! Crawling animation successful. So now all we need to do is do the animation of him crawling up the counter. So first, we're gonna take this one as basis, and we're gonna take a counter. We got already one here for the counter. We already got one of him jumping off the counter. So now we take the counter. There we go. Counter here. Let's see. He is gonna be here. So here, the hand should... How do we do this? Let me see. This is the starting pose, right? Then we want one pose where he can reach. His hand should already be here, right? And there we go. Now let me think. Body should already be kinda going up, so maybe... Do I have a back shot of Whiskey? Let's see. I don't think I do, because all this time he has always stayed behind the counter. Whiskey back shot, let's go. Oi. Yeah, no, I don't think I do. Do I have any special sprites that I left here? No. Yep. None from him from the back, so we're gonna have to fix that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick the base sprite and do a back version of the base sprite. It's simple enough. It's simple enough. Let's see. Oh, you guys really like backshots, huh? Getting all worked up. There we go. It's weird because I feel like I have done this, but I guess not. Guess I've never done a back shot of whiskey before. Let's see. Here. That's okay. These aren't hard to do. Very simple, actually. Although there is one issue with backshots and VTubers is that none of them have back references. Well, some do. But for the most part, because you're not really doing that. Come to think of it, that would be one crazy ass toggle, huh? One where you just turn your back to chat. It's just you from the back entirely. When would you even use that? This tail looks inappropriate. We'll fix it. Don't worry about it. It will be fixed. There we go. There we go, there we go. But yeah, I was just so happy playing old Mega Man games. It was so fun, it was so fun. It's been such a long time too, I forgot how fun these could be. A lot of people keep going off how old games are all rage bait and stuff like that, but I don't know. I found the experience so enjoyable. It was definitely much better than Echo the Dolphin. God, Echo the Dolphin. Oh god, Echo the Dolphin. Echo the Dolphin was not okay. They're great, right? I do love retro games a lot too. There's just a sense of wonder of a time where game developers were just exploring with stuff. Some not, because they were terrible back then too. Of course, of course. As it is with any medium, at any point in time, there's gonna be the good ones, there's gonna be the stinkers. It just do be like that. The good ones are really good, the bad ones are really bad. Like Mr. Jackie Hyde game and that one horrible to play. And Hyde game and that one is horrible to play. Oh, you mean the Dr. Hyde one? The Dr. Hyde one looks really weird. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is really weird. Another one that's kind of terrible is the Where's Waldo one. The Where's Waldo one was I actually had that one on my rental store. I had the Where is Waldo one on my rental store. I rented it once. And then I realized that Waldo did not mesh well. Waldo did not mesh well with the color palette or the limitations of 8-bit graphics. On the Nintendo, who would have guessed it? Was it fun weird? Which one? The Dr. Jekyll one is just weird. It is not as horrible. The Waldo. Okay, so here's the issue with Waldo. There are challenges, and then there is that, because with Waldo, the Waldo one, you have a limited time frame in order to find Waldo in all the stages at the same time. So you have a time frame to beat the game. The graphics do not help you at all, because you can barely make Waldo out. What's even worse, because of the palette's limitations, sometimes Waldo is not red and white. Sometimes Waldo is green. Sometimes Waldo is yellow. And if you stop to think about it, right? Waldo pixel art is also very tiny. So let me get something like this. So in the game, Waldo would sometimes be if you are lucky, you would get a Waldo that was something like this. You wouldn't even get this. You would get, I don't even know how, if they made the glasses for Waldo, honestly. I don't even know how they made glasses for Waldo. It was just not, there was just not enough room. There was just not enough room to make a Waldo. So Waldo would sometimes be... Yeah, no, this is already too big. I don't even know how they made the sprites. The Waldo sprites were like 12 by 12 or something like that. So a lot of the time it was just random guesswork, but you also had a limit. You had to be like really creative. There is a guy named Grandpoo Bear. He specializes in beating games that were considered unbeatable during childhood. And he defeated Where is Waldo. If you wanna understand the whole difficulty with that game, that's a good place to look for it. Because it is pretty ridiculous. It is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, unfortunately. Could have been like a fun time to have like a... But at the end of the day, right, that's also kind of the issue with the whole concept, is that the Where's Waldo game would at best be like an electronic book. It would be an electronic Where's Waldo book. And I am pretty sure you get about the same enjoyment of the game from a regular Where's Waldo book. You probably get more. You actually get more playtime out of the books too than you do out of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Because the books had checklists that you could... for stuff for you to find. So it wasn't just about finding Waldo. Finding Waldo was just the beginning of the journey. Then you had to find the one rubber ducky in the middle of the mall. You had to find the lost tourist. You had to find the guy getting eaten by a shark. There were plenty of other stuff for you to find in the books, which was what made it fun. Not every game works for pistol game. I feel like they should have just went the blend route and just made a platformer. A Where's Waldo platformer. Maybe it could have been a platformer that had a bunch of hidden collectibles in it, right? Or a platformer where you exit you have to find the exit of the stage, and the exit of the stage is wherever the hell Waldo is. Anything else could probably have worked better. Anything else would probably have worked better. Alas, it is what it is. I think Infogrames made this one. And they were a company that didn't get bankrupt after releasing the Stinker, so... Also, I know that there are a bunch of Stinker games from throughout the ages even. But there is one thing that's also very hard to remember, is that making good games is hard. It is hard. Like, AAA greed companies have been trying to figure out a proper formula for that forever. And they still have failed so far, and they probably will keep failing. Because the thing that may make one game good will not be the thing that makes another game good. Especially if you're like trying to appeal to every demographic. I feel like we're in an age where everything is starting to feel like it's getting a little bit too bland. And it's probably because people are more and more trying to gather the greatest demographic ever. And unfortunately, when you try to make something for everyone, you end up making something for no one. You can make something for a lot of people. That you can make. That's easy. For everyone? Ugh. I'd much rather play something that only appeals to a specific demographic than appealing everything. Yeah. The thing is, most people do. But at the same time, people can be a little bit selfish. And they review bomb slash dislike something that doesn't appeal to them. That's where the issue is. There are plenty of people who feel that some games should appeal specifically to them. You can't make something that specifically appeals to everyone and be specific at the same time. That's not how it works. Unfortunately. And God knows, if companies could appeal to everyone, they would. Companies like, oh, little Timmy, if I could appeal to you too, I absolutely would. I really want your money. But if I appeal to you, I make all these other people upset. So no, little Timmy, you're gonna have to sit out of this one this time. Oh, Kitty, thank you for the sub. 1 month, I really appreciate it. Thank you. How are you doing today? Welcome. I think the waistline's a bit too low. You're alive? That is good. Also, sometimes when a game is specific and great at it, it makes people who are not a fan of that appeal try or at least acknowledge it. That is true. That is true. Like, I was looking at some footage of, I believe it was the Assassin's Creed Shadow. It's the latest one with ninjas. And I was like, man, there was a place in time where I was such a big Assassin's Creed fan. Like Persona 5, I never played it, but I watched people play it. Too much grind for you? That is fair. And it is absolutely, in team at least, it's absolutely the thing that I've always wanted, which is Assassin's Creed with ninjas. But at the same time, the series changed so much from what it used to be. And it has so much stuff tacked on in it. Ryan and just too much talking and then school. Ah, I see. I'll be real. When I played the first Persona game 3, a long time ago, the first time, I thought I would really dislike the social simulator aspect. But I ended up really enjoying it. Sometimes you think something doesn't work for you, and it kinda does also. Unfortunately, the greatest games aren't done through safety. Through safety measures. But yeah, the Assassin's Creed Shadows would have been the game that teenage and young adult me would have loved. But right now, I like have zero motivation to try playing it. For one thing, played Ghost of Tsushima, which was pretty much that. Was already pretty much that. And even controversies aside, right? The way Assassin's Creed evolved as a game genre, with like adding triple way slop to it, you know? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Asuka. It's like, why do I need to level up in a stealth game? I get that, but only visual novels where I don't skip the majority of the text is good for me in the Shimentai games. Fair. That is fair. The day-to-day thing, it gets to a point where you have to skip dialogue, and that's kind of... That sounded painful, sorry. Don't worry, cutie kitty, don't worry. I can handle it, don't worry. Oh, actually... I don't like Assassin's Creed Shadow, it was painful to watch even. Interesting. What made it particularly painful for you, Yui? To me, the main things, like I haven't seen too much of it, but to me the main thing is definitely always gonna be the fact that you have to grind in an Assassin's Creed game. It's just unnatural. It feels very unnatural to me. I didn't even like when in Black Flag, I believe, when they're introducing hunting gathering elements for you to get the upgrades. So like, oh, you need this much whale skin in order to get the new sachet that has the thing that holds more grenades. I am pretty much at that point. I'm already checked it out going, yeah, no thanks. I'm already at, nah, I'm good. Thanks, I'm good. I think I specifically hate crafting and gathering in games from the Assassin's Creed series. Specifically. I saw a person playing it and he was trying to fight and things were not even responding properly. Wait, in the fights? Usually things don't respond properly when you're trying to climb stuff. Like, it's always been like the main feature, and it's always been janky as fuck now that I think about it. I think I was just very forgiving with games when I was younger too. Because now that I think about it... Although, no. I remember, I liked Assassin's Creed a lot because I had... I used it as like a template for my RP character. Because I discovered that in the RPG I was playing, the Assassin Guild shared a lot of similarities with the Assassin Guilds in Assassin's Creed. The Minecraft community was almost after you, Kiva. Okay, Gamer. I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound really inflammatory, and then I'm gonna diffuse exactly what I'm saying. Minecraft makes me physically ill because I suffer from severe, and I mean severe, motion sickness. I can't play Minecraft for half an hour without having to lay down for 1 hour. Because I don't know what it is. I mean, I do. It's motion sickness. It's motion sickness. Minecraft like triggers my motion sickness in a way that I don't think most. How do you play Mega Man Zero games? My motion sickness is triggered by rotating camera angles. Rotating camera angles. There are no camera angles in Mega Man Zero. Rotating camera angles. Rotating camera angles close to walls. The perspective shifting is what gets me. It is what gets me. If it's 2D, I'm completely fine. It's really weird. But any first-person game makes me kind of sick. If I can play it, if I play it really slowly, quickly shifting any camera angles will cause issues for me. I can't watch Let's Plays of first-person games either. I can't watch people play Minecraft. I can't watch people play any first-person shooter. I had issues with original Doom. I had issues with original Doom. I finished playing Skyrim by playing exclusively as the stealth sniper and literally camping the crap out of every dungeon and walking very slowly while also taking lots of breaks between gameplay time. I can play some 3D platformers depending on their camera angles. But I know I can't play a lot of them for a long time. Like, I have Sonic Adventure 2 sitting on my computer for a while now. And I want to play it, but I am a little bit afraid. I played it before on the Dreamcast. I bought a Dreamcast right as the console was considered deceased. Pickled ginger? Pickled ginger works? Sour candy? Really? Huh. That's interesting. Because to be real, being a VTuber with motion sickness kind of sucks. Because all the fat games, all the co-op games, everything like that, when everyone is playing like a co-op game or something like that, it's always a first-person game. Most party games nowadays are first person too. And I'm usually like not being able to play. I'm like that SpongeBob meme. Watching other people enjoying themselves. Although I gotta say that my motion sickness did influence my taste in games a lot. So even if I could play Minecraft, I'm not entirely sure I would enjoy the experience as much as people who grew up playing the game would, you know? Which honestly is why knowing that you guys like to watch me play retro games, is like, phew, because I don't have to worry about first-person games as much anymore. Speaking of games, I'm almost done with the tutorial part of mine. Oh, good job, Cutie Kitty! Go, go, go! You got this! Once I am done with this commission, Momochi asked me, had a very special request for me, so I'll be working on that for a while. But I don't think I can talk about what it is. It's gonna be a surprise. No, not kids. Not kids. You don't work on kids exactly. If anything, kids happen as a result of a lot of fun. If anything, kids happen when you have a little bit too much fun. That depends. Hold up. Why is this not... Why is this so misaligned? Ah, okay. Oh, I didn't even see that this was a thing. Good thing I... There were gonna be some dead pixels in here. There we go. Okay. So now we have to do the funniest sprite. Let's see here. Okay. I think I can use this one. For this frame specifically. See here. Man, the other day I was musing, it's really hard for a wolf VTuber to not be confused with a fox. Right? Because fox are already pretty close to wolf. The main thing that's gonna differentiate a fox from a wolf is gonna be size. and colors. But VTubers are all very colorful. So if someone see a fox, so a purple fox is completely valid, as is a purple wolf. I was confused with a fox. I thought cat VTubers had the immunity, Beauty Kitty. I am so sorry to hear that. I thought cat VTubers had the immunity. Sorry? Because, like, everyone would assume cat VTuber first, right? That is wild, especially because I didn't think people would assume wolf before fox. Or cat. Maybe because I'm not a typical cat? Ah. Could be, could be. I think... Cat-wise, I think I've only been confused in my male form because the ears are tinier. My pixel form, because I feel the ears are smaller. I get confused a lot with a fox because of my name. The Kitsuki part, the Akitsuki part, the Kitsuki part in Akitsuki makes people think of Kitsune. So I get confused because of that. I do have the wolf tag. But much like the... But that only helps if people actually read the tag. That only helps if people actually read the tag. Or the stream title. Is a pangolin. The pangolin thing is a meme though. The pangolin thing is a meme. So people don't read. Yeah, that's something I've been plagued with. Like, people don't read almost instinctively. And I kinda get it. You know why people don't read? Because if you read, you won't have any questions to ask. And if you don't have any questions to ask, it's harder to start a conversation. The easiest way to start a conversation is asking about something. Did you know that Central is inspired by pangolins? I do. They're cute too. Central is actually one of my first favorite Pokemons. I remember when I didn't know anything about Pokemon, I saw Central and I was like, oh, this is cute. And I liked it immediately. Anyways, comfy streams, comfy. Ah, thank you, kitty kitty. I can probably use these legs. Man, I just thought of the... You can play the Nekopara male cat version. Momochi already played that. Momochi played that already. Also, why is the male cat version less creepy than the normal version? It's dare I say more wholesome than the normal version. I was very confused when I saw the male Nekopara version. I was like, wait, why couldn't regular Nekopara have been like that? With like older looking cat girls and situations that were less awkward and maybe without incest. That could have been nice. Normal version is made to be more sexual and they're throwing stuff at the wall. They're definitely throwing stuff at the wall. I think they threw everything they could at the wall. I think the wall is gonna sue them for how many stuff they threw at the wall. The world building is concerning. I think the wall got soaking wet and became a puddle. Sedge. I mean, hey, it worked. Almost everyone. You know what? Yeah. Can't even argue with that. That is for sure. There were a lot of people that played it ironically and then unironically liked it, so that works. I actually saw a video on psychology about that the other day. No, it wasn't psychology, it was philosophy. It basically talked about how irony can sometimes act as a buffer of safety when engaging with new ideas. Hey, Camel God! Hello, Whiskey. Hope you had fun yesterday. It looks like Whisker Bars again. It is Whiskey's Bar again. And yes, I had so much fun. I had so much fun yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I had a lot of fun yesterday. We went out for delicious seafood. It was great. You know what? These legs are not working. And I have to make them from scratch. So, what is your preferred whiskey? I actually don't drink. I actually don't drink at all. The thing is, I never really felt like drinking, right? And somehow I managed to never drink in my life, and now I think I have like a score going, and I don't want to start drinking now to ruin that. I can talk about alcohol, but I also never drink. I see. Momochi drinks more than me, and she like practically never drinks. I remember the cup story though. Yeah, yep. I socially drink and unsocially drink. I socially drink and unsocially drink mead. Ah. That's made with honey, right? Yui, look what you did! You turned my water into complaints! How did you do that? What kind of jujutsu is that? That's amazing! My favorite one is yuzu mead. Oh, those are made with honey, right? I remember hearing about it a lot. In Portuguese, they're called hidromel. They had this jutsu, the second coming. Honey and yuzu, I see. So I always wondered about the taste of that. Is it like, oh, the drink of the gods and stuff like that? Not a drinker at all either. That's fair, that's fair. Turns camel water into white monster. Turns your drink into monster drink. I would down a bottle a day if my wallet would allow it. They use me, that is, or the lemon cherry. Ah, so it's expensive. I see, I see. Makes sense, makes sense. €20. Ooh, that's a lot. I had mocktails. Mocktails? What's a mocktail? It's like a cocktail without alcohol? Is that what a mocktail is? I love tea. Tea is good. Tea is good. I like it. I like my tea red usually. I now have alcohol-free meat, which I can recommend. Oh, interesting, interesting. Guys, have you ever tried kombucha? Don't know how to say it. I think that's how you say it in English too. Kombucha? Kombucha? They're like they're kind of a type of fermented tea, right? I wondered about those. I never had it either, Camel God. It's apparently alcoholic. I was wondering if anyone tasted it so they could explain the flavor to me. Mocktails are fruit juices and blended other things, but not alcohol. I love the current black one. Ah, that sounds good, actually. Aside from the alcohol, the cocktail has like a lot of yummy things in it. Alright, kitty kitty, go have a nice hydration. I just thought of something terrible, by the way. Also, I got some on my birthday cake to eat. We got a bigger cake to share with my family yesterday. So I got this pineapple and coconut one that seemed like it would be both light and very tasty. And it is pretty good. Whenever I think of cocktails, I think of Tipsy Bartender Guy on YouTube. Tipsy Bartender Guy? Pineapple is so good, but it stings my tongue. Aww. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that looks fluid enough, actually. Hold up. That looks fluid enough. Yeah, minus the thing teleporting here, obviously. Okay, guys. Speaking of which, quick bathroom break. I'll be right back, okay? BRB. Okay, this well. I'm back. I am back. I did have a good piss, thank you very much. My favorite cocktail is Virgin Mojito. Oh. Virgin means no alcohol, right? I think I know that from... Yeah. I know that from the worst starts of all. I know that from an episode of The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon asks Penny for a... Penny is insisting that Sheldon drinks. So Sheldon asks Penny for a Virgin Rum and Coke. Virgin Cuba Libre. Because that's just the Coke minus the rum. And that's how I know. And that's how I know. Guys, what's your opinion on sitcoms like Big Bang Theory? I know there's a lot of hate on that show. For reasons that range from nitpicky to extremely valid. As someone who lived with cable TV throughout most of their lives, I have watched a shitload of sitcoms and a shitload of reruns of sitcoms. That is absolutely fair. That is absolutely fair. Most of them, even the best ones, are kinda at best. They're absolutely the sort of thing that thrived because TV had no competition for a long time, you know? Like, well, it's on, might as well watch it. I watched a lot of Friends. A lot of Friends. Because it was on exactly during my lunch break. When I was going to uni. When I was going to school too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, when I was still going to school, it would be on exactly during lunch. So if I wanted to watch anything while eating, which technically isn't good for you, it was Friends. Friends and The Nanny. An ungodly amount of The Nanny. Was on just all the time. The Nanny was kind of fun in as long as you're not, like, actually invested in them actually being together, because that's gonna take forever. Oh. Does this work? Kinda. Kinda. But yeah. It's one of those shows where it's like, oh, these people are terrible and they do terrible things, laugh with us. Because otherwise it would be boring. Also, we're gonna make random nerd culture and science reference every X amount of minutes. That's the show, basically. And creepy behavior towards women in the earlier seasons. %90 of the issues people have with the show is the creepy behavior towards women. It was mostly during the earlier seasons, but there's still, I think there's still some here and there. It can be a bit too much. Even if the showrunners are trying to do their best to say that this behavior shouldn't be replicated or is laudable. At least I think they are. They are at least 90% of the time. No, I'll be real, nowadays I wouldn't really put my hand on fire for anyone. Shit to be wild. Do you guys have an expression like this? Putting your hand on fire, the fire for someone? That's a Brazilian expression that means vouching for someone regardless of the circumstance. The idiom goes in the negative. Hello, Zor. Because it's like, it's kind of like, yeah, I know this person and I think they're nice, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't really trust them that much. It's basically what the idiom says. What are you doing? I'm making whiskey fall. Essentially. Let's see. I think he would be lower here. Look at this. He now gets yeeted. No, he is crawling back behind his counter. Hello, Medina. Welcome back. Ah, there you go. There you go. There you go. That's the one. That's what we're looking for. Ah, good choice. Matter, more quiet place to nap. Indeed, indeed. If you need context why he's so tired, here's why. Where did his arm go? Ah, they're here. Okay. Scottish lady. I don't know if she's Scottish, but she's a vampire. So yeah, probably. Also made her bat form. Okay, so let's see the loop. I think I want a hint of his arms here. Just so the element hasn't completely disappeared from the... Although he would be arms first here, so now. Here we go. Then we make a new frame here. Where it's just one leg. Can't wait to see the full thing. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome, Zor. Man, it's really funny. This happened such a long time ago. I did my own intro screen, and Whiskey was looking for something for his intro screen. I had done a previous one for him. And I was like, I can do isometric stuff now. Would look really cool for your bar. Good God, Zord, there is a good question. Let me see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think 16, 15 or 16, and we're gonna add 3 more. So I think it's gonna be 18 total for now. Okay, so Whiskey didn't really give me their names. But it's this one, I think her name is Coffee something. She's very cute. This lady here too. I think she followed me. I didn't catch her name. I don't know how to pronounce her name yet. And this little vampire girl here. Very adorable, thank you. Man, it's pretty interesting. Certain things happened during August, right? Obviously something I don't know how to pronounce, a little vampire. Yeah, Whiskey didn't give me their full names. He sometimes forget. It's fine. Although, I gotta say, when I'm doing sprite of other people, I do like to get an idea of their content beforehand, because it's usually a very good way to figure out what their deal is personality-wise, so I can come up with ideas for the animations more easily. But in this case in particular, it wasn't that necessary because Whiskey already gave me like a rundown of what to do. Speaking of intro screens, I am in need of one. Oh! What are you thinking? Interestingly enough, there was only one time where it was still difficult to figure out the person's vibe from their content. It was like a one-time thing. I don't remember who it was anymore. It's been forever. But I remember that happening once and me being a little bit stumped. I had to like really dig into their... Because they were very quiet. Oh yeah, I think I remember now. They were very quiet when playing stuff, so I had to like dig very deep into trying to figure out what their deal was. I'm not sure yet, I still need to think of my community area. I made thinking maybe a train. Oh, a train could be very cute. A train could be very cute. Mm-hmm. The fun thing about trains is that they can be kind of like hotels with rooms that are just strung along. So you can make as many rooms as you want as long as they're all square-shaped. And keep adding them, and keep adding more if you want for any reason. Okay, so let's see how well this works. A nice lo-fi game that I have has a train and I customized it to my liking and start to think of me as a little community area. Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds comfy. That sounds very comfy, Zor. Okay, this sprite looks funny. I'm curious how much it would cost to commission for an intro screen. That would definitely vary on how much details you want to put it. On average, intro screens on average tend to be somewhere between $90 to $150. It varies a lot with how much details, what kind of sprites you want me to use and stuff like that. But I can give you a range around that area. If you want too much stuff and I see like it's going to get too expensive, I will tell you when the budget, when something you want goes over the budget too, so if you need help figuring it out, right? Because like, This intro that that I'm making for Whiskey, right? We made an arrangement a long time ago because Whiskey told me that he wanted to put all his friends in the intro screen and that he was going to keep adding more. So we worked out an agreement where there's a fixed amount of money that each new character that he would pay for each new character, right? And we've been going off that exact amount for that agreement ever since, basically. So basically, I can tell how much I charged it. I undercharged it a little bit, but that's because... But it's undercharging, but it's not undercharging because it is beneficial to me. The pricing is beneficial to me too. Because of the recurring nature of the commission. Basically, every new character added, I charged $30 for each new character added to the intro screen. So you can kind of figure out how much Whiskey has spent so far on his commission. Based on the number of characters there are, you can multiply it and you can figure out. You can figure out how much it would cost if you wanted everything at once. That way. It is a significant amount, if you stop to think about it. Yeah, because I knew it would get expensive, so I tried to... Here's the thing, I try to do the thing that I feel like is a concept that is dying, it feels like it's dying nowadays, which is trying to find something that's mutually beneficial. I think it's important. To find mutually beneficial agreements with your clients, with everyone. There are a lot of people who see business as like a PvP situation. I don't. But yeah. So, and also, of course, there are charges for backdrop and stuff like that. So it's 30 for the character. It would be 30 for the characters like this. Then there was also a amount that I charged for making the whole bar, which wasn't easy. Agree, this is very sympathetic, or however you call it. It also makes more likely for another purchase later. Exactly. If people don't feel ripped off after they commissioned you for stuff, they will come back again. They will come back again later. I'll be real, this is like my favorite frame. It's so dumb looking. Whiskey is almost planking on his counter. I think I need to put a little bit more on the side. Think about it. If you have any base idea, you can DM me. We can bounce some ideas later. I do need some time though. Because Momochi asked me to do a few things for her and I've been postponing it forever. Okay, that feels a little bit better. I tell Mia to take her time every time she apologizes for taking too long. Aww. Mia is a sweetie too. That's fine, Zor. I'm not the greatest either. Some spell I have English degree, English course and everything like that. Not degree, but I have a. It's a degree. It's a certificate. It's a certificate. But some spelling is Eldritch. Some English spelling is kind of Eldritch. I gotta say. Okay, I think this is good. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is only one other sprite for us that's missing. No, I did do that for her. Except, for some reason, the... No, it is. Okay, so I think we can actually start assembling. I think we can actually start assembling. Right, so first things first. But I gotta go now for real, falling down a rabbit hole. Thanks for coming. Have a lovely time, everyone. See you soon. Alright, Medina, try to not get lost in a rabbit hole. I am worried. I am not concerned. I am curious. What rabbit hole? Sprites, assemble! What kind of rabbit hole is it? Let's see. So maybe it would be kind of very cool having a ballistic vest, you know? Ballistic vest. Hmm. E? Ah, vest! I was like, Medina is into cowboys now? Plate carriers and plates to be exact, military stuff. Ah, I see. No, only cowgirls. Yeah, that is a vest. Ah, okay. I see. I honestly don't know the kind of content I do, it's just random. That is fair. When the content is random, it is called variety. Alright, Medina, have a good one. Have fun. Okay, now let's see if everything's in order. Perfect. I'm gonna give myself a lot of leeway. So we can start working. I'm gonna put these as base loop. There we go. That helps us. Now we can do loop here. Let's call this workflow. Should help us here organize ourselves. Okay, so now all of them are gonna come this way, so we can make new layers. For then should be fine. And I'm gonna make a new layer here called over whiskey. Because it's gonna be whiskey over the counter. Then we're gonna do vamp. Now whiskey has to be bottom there. There we go. Then vamp. I don't remember her name, but I remember she's a rigger. And let's call her Coffee Cat for now. There we go. I feel so slow to get points once you are above 10k. Shouldn't be any more difficult if it's working properly though. Okay, so let's see. The animation starts with whiskey going over the counter. Right. So we take these. Now let's find whiskey counter. Okay, so the first shoe one are gonna be the arm here. Arm whiskey. Now we have to literally assemble. Like this. And these two here. But then together here. see here. I still have no idea why I call him Whiskers, just to start with people named something funny like Kibbles. I mean, it's a cute nickname, plus it's like... it's playful. I don't think it needs like a good reason, you're just like being friendly. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, that's correct. See the assembly instructions. Okay, so now we're gonna delete the whisk. These. Otherwise there's gonna be a phantom floating arm there. I do it when I care about people, because that's what I do to everyone I care about. So now, over-the-counter whiskey. Oops, I copied the counter. There we go. Counter copy. Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Honestly, there probably is one. Okay, so I'm gonna need... There we go. Okay, and now... Counter copy is a spell. I thought it would be a trap, honestly. Let's slide down a little bit farther. No. You're fine where you are. You, I want to slide down farther. Go. And the landing. We can land over here. There we go. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, no dead pixels either. Nice. Very, very nice. I'm gonna use this one. Momochu sounds like a Pokemon name. Momochu! think about it, they haven't really done a whole lot of Chew names after Pikachu and Raichu, right? Okay, so I am gonna add a little extra here. Where Whiskey checks pockets. There we go. I sleep now. Good night. Good night, lunatic. Have a good one. Sweet dreams. Dream of good luck in your gachas. Okay, I'm gonna take this out. I don't need this anymore. And I am gonna put the mold here. There we go. Now, where is the loop? Not this loop. I also made him sweeping. Ah, here it is. Okay, I am gonna take the broom here real quick. I forgot to do a separate sprite for the broom. But this is like so banal. I can do it right here. This is so simple. Don't really need to worry too much about it. Super simple, barely an inconvenience. There we go. We give some extra life to the broom. I had check up and indeed there's only Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu. Interesting, right? They need more Choo-Choo. I think it's because Pikachu is so big. I think Pikachu is so big that they decided to keep the Chews in the Chew family alone, you know? That by Choo-Choo. Choo-Choo! That just means getting run over by a train, doesn't it? That just means getting run over by a train. That by Momo Choo-Choo. Man, there's an RPG that actually has a character named Choo-Choo. She is a pink hamster that can grow into kaiju size and fight giant robots. I still love this game. The music for it is so good. It's not Shakespeare writing, but it's fun writing. Ah, Mana series, Mana series, Mana series. That actually reminds me, a new Mana series game came out. People were like, oh, this looks good, and then no one said anything. I don't know if I should be concerned or relieved. Sliding whiskey. Okay, so... Here we go. Yeah, I gotta be careful. And I think we can take care of the broom here. There we go. We just keep adding more whiskeys here. Because whiskey is gonna be sweeping for a lot of this animation. Oh my god, Zor, thank you for the biddies. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. 100 biddies. Thank you very much for the support. Where's the counter again? There you go. Oh, this is gonna be cute. Okay, so when Whiskey turns his back, we are gonna have the first guest appear. Now this is interesting. We could do early. We can try. Okay, so we have her walk cycle. Oh, I think I have a good idea. Well, I'm able to make an overlay for Steam in isometric view. There isn't a lot of assets that allow me to interact with other stuff. Oh, I see. That is tough. What kind of assets would you need, Kitty Kitty? Maybe we could get some assets from my intro screen for you to use as test. Although I don't know if I have a... Oddly enough, I don't know if I have a walk cycle. Okay, so I decided one thing. Whoa. New empty frame. Go. Just a generic character. It might be a wireframe for all I care that does walking, sitting on a stool, and open doors. Ah. I mean, if you just need a generic character, just try looking at Spriter's resource. There's a bunch of characters from Disgaea. There's a bunch of sprite sheets from Disgaea 1 that you can probably use there. There are times where I wish I had put this leather on a different frame than everything else. I haven't ended up going down a rabbit hole and I wasn't able to find anything. Really? Weird. You could not find the sprites? I can get them for you. But at the moment, the project's not high on my priority anyways. Ah, okay. I was able to find sprites, but not the ones I want. Interesting. Okay, so I want her to enter. Whoa, 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 not the table leg, please. Select, select. There we go. Put her here. Hmm. Put her one. Whoa, no, 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 no. Don't you dare. Put her one step down. There we go. Okay, now we don't really need the floor anymore. Which means we can start using the onion skins to better guide our movements. Okay, there we go. That's easier to see. Oops. There we go. Okay, didn't really take that long, actually. Now let's see with the floor. Oh god, I did. She's walking too fast. I thought it was a little bit too. The frames I reached it too early. Okay. Counter seat. Back seat. There we go. Yeah, that is way too much. That is way too fast. There we go. This. Okay. Gonna occupy. Here. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Yeah, that is better. That is better. I can do this. And this. There we go. Off the top of my head, Disgaea is the #1 game of that is isometric. The other one is Final Fantasy Tactics. Maybe you can have some more luck with that one. Kitty kitty. I'm gonna add one more frame of greeting here. Should work well. And I can even get that greeting animation from Whiskey. There was another one. Launching. There we are. Go. And as she goes to sit down, I'm gonna delete these four. And hold up, let me start saving stuff before something breaks and I hate myself later. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, oops. Wait. I feel like I did something wrong here. Yeah, exactly. I disassembled the whiskey I assembled. Now I'm gonna have to reassemble. Do, 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 do. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Here we go. Now, for that sprite of whisking going down, under the counter. Okay. Then this one. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. I don't know why this is cut. But hey, this is why we can fix it. We can fix it. Yes, we can. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. I'm working on my tools. Oh, okay, okay. Work on your tools. Let's see. Let's go back to coffee. I also want to play a lot of Final Fantasy games, but Final Fantasy games are a little bit more daunting to start. I saw the other day there was a person who was like playing all the Final Fantasy games. That takes guts. That takes guts. You start the journey, you're gonna be in there for a few years. I have been thinking about how to add a tutorial without it being in your face, and I have found a way, but I need to extend the tooling I have for my game. Ah, interesting. Good luck, cutie kitty. It can be hard, but I honestly think it can be very rewarding too. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. So I can't follow just the... The idea is that the auto nodes will start flashing once a new entry is added, and because of the flashing should attract the attention of the player, and they click on it. By clicking on it, it will show what the controls are for everything in the game, and also show that nodes are being tracked. Ah, interesting. I think the scariest thing about doing a tutorial is for the player to just keep it entirely, not know what they're doing, and then complain that the game is bad. That actually happened once. There was, I think it was Takahata, which, by the way, disappeared, and I'm not sure what happened, and I am afraid. I am afraid to ask, but once a long time ago, he played a game called Inscription, and he absolutely did not understand the tutorial when the tutorial was happening, and fumbled, got lost, started raging about the game being bad, got a bunch of people mad at him because the game was quite cult and there was a cult following. People were excited to see him play, then he started complaining about the game, saying that the game was bad. And the whole stream started burning on fire, and it was a little bit of a shit show. That's why I want to do it like this, so the player can check controls in game without going to the menu, and then the options, and then control them to look at what the controls are. I remember he even apologized after the stream. He said he was like feeling bad at the moment or something like that. Have you ever played Inscription, Cutie Kitty? It's a game within a game within a game within a game. Inscription is essentially an escape room disguised as a roguelike as a roguelike card game deck builder. It's an escape room disguised as a roguelike deck builder. It's really funny. It's really funny. I played it a long time ago when I started the stream. It's so fun. The sad thing is the roguelike aspect is so fun. But you have to move on from it and actively avoid playing it sometimes in order to win. It's loopy. Okay, I think I saw that pixels. Oh, that's where his feet went. I see. I found floating feet. There we go. Feet. Okay, so we can continue here with the sweeping. And then we can start adding other characters. And as we start adding other characters, chaos will ensue. Okay, so let me save and... Oh, I'm a bit over my time. Everyone, sorry, but that's all the time I have for today. Thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful day and night. And we're gonna find ourselves someone to raid. Let me see. Who is on this beautiful day? Ooh. Ooh, let's go to Nano. Let's go to Nano. Thank you for joining me today. Nano is on. We shall raid Nano. Apparently there's someone named Nano Soup, but that's not the one we're going for. So everyone, thank you again for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. Stay awesome, and remember, when in doubt, when you don't think you can do it, just think like a ninja. And sure you can! Bye bye everyone, have a good one! Bye bye! Go!